Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Astroneer. We're going back to this because, well, we've been enjoying the games within this theme. There's been a base builder festival on Steam. But generally speaking, I'm on a bit of a base building astronaut space kick and I'm embracing it. It's been a little while since we've been on this. I believe they had actually an update a couple of days ago and it's one of those sort of social media type, it's not clear what they've updated because it's done in the form of an in-world transmission. But it strikes me as maybe sort of they've added endgame content that you can't really get at the beginning. It's more of a new game plus thing, which is cool. And I guess if you didn't know about it, go and investigate it if you're a fan. But if you're like me and you don't know what's going on, we'll just start from the beginning and off we go. All right, start a new adventure. New adventure, let's go. All right. Seamless intro, I love it. Off we go. So, if somehow you don't know about this game, prepare to have your mind blown. It's wonderful. We land in a procedural planet in a procedural universe. Though, pseudo, I suppose you could say. This planet is a specific planet. It is named, here you go, Silver. And there's a really handy little flowchart of the different planets that make up the solar system. But ultimately, their layout will be unique to my playthrough, right? And they're significant in size. Oh, look at this. We've got controls and actions and all this sort of stuff. And I know what I'm doing. I'll be right. One of the coolest things they patched in recent years was this R ability. Probably. And once you've locked it to something, you can just press R to toggle it on and off. It's very cool. Look at that. So it's all hyper accelerated. Think Outer Wilds, smaller planets, but they still have, planetary mechanics interacting with each other. It's not like a Kerbal in that you can sort of just go and fly freeform. It's more like a quick travel system. You build your rockets and that, and then they'll fly to other planets. But it's still a fantastic game, right? It's just a little bit more, I don't know, relaxed. However, one of the big mechanics is this oxygen tether. And you can see I've got a little oxygen bar on my UI. My UI is hyper sort of immersive. You can pull your backpack up and you can see my power. My OT2 is draining incredibly fast. But if you come back to your base, you can tether back on. You pretty much got infinite oxygen as long as you stay here. Because we've got this sort of RTG generator giving us infinite power as well. And then this is when the tether system comes into it. Now, I don't know if we start with tethers. We have to work our way up to it. But tethering your little thing longer and longer is a big part of how to play. Right? Again, this is all stuff that got added a little bit later in life. Planetfall arrived, right? So we're going to cash in. And they're going to give us tethers and bytes. We're going to take these missions as well. Give me this small printer, please. Give me this oxygenator, which is a perfectly good hole we can stick it in. Provides a constant oxygen flow that connects to tethers and platforms. Well, actually, no, I didn't get the tethers, did I? They're going to be a reward. So I think when the tethers go down, they won't actually transfer oxygen unless there's an oxygenator on the end of it, which I guess makes sense. Sure. Yeah, so that's generating away. I think we just completed a mission. Active, complete. Discover a gateway chamber. Lights and distance. Locate one of the strange structures emitting a pillar of light. I wonder if we can see one from here. I don't know if that counts. Yeah, but there are these sort of like built structures on the planet that you can explore, which is kind of cool. Breathing space. Connect a tether to an oxygenator. Well, we've got the tethers right here. We'll put them in our inventory. You press T, they'll do just that. All right, so you can see that we're getting oxygen through the tether. I'm going to test it and disconnect that. It's interesting. Oh, I've got like Christmas lights. Must be from the Christmas special. I guess because you can have power move through the tethers. At least I think you can. That's interesting that you need the oxygenator for oxygen, but power does travel, but the tethers don't work without oxygen. Whatever. Okay, I suppose if you had a hypothetical where you could make a tether that carried power but not oxygen, what are you trying to do then? You're trying to create automation? There's not a lot of automation in this game. Anyway, I'm overthinking it. Stress less. Completed that. Active. Lights in the distance. Landfill. Fill a small canister with soil. Gather compound, gather resin. Okay, well, we've got a canister. We could fill this with soil right here, actually. Just dig away. And you can see that we're picking up organic. You can see on the back of my dude's gun, these leaves. When that fills up into a unit, it will get pooped out and ejected as an actual item that can be used in crafting. There you go. We've got it right here. Organic's particularly helpful for like putting in generators and that sort of thing. Or better put a tether on. But at the same time, you can see the canister. Where is it? Here it is there. I like putting it on my gun. People have a go at me because it doesn't make a difference, Scarlet. I'm like, no one gives a shit, bro. Go away. But you can see this starts filling up with bloody white liquid. When you just start terraforming in general. It starts sucking up this dirt. Alright? I don't believe we've got any... Oh yeah, and you can see that. That's putting it back on the environment. I'm using a rudimentary leveling tool. You hold control against this, you can level against that terrain, right? It's not really doing me any favors because I'm not really collecting much dirt. Now this is compound. I shouldn't really fill this in. You can see it sort of, you got a little detector. Gives you an idea. Wonder if the blue ring being half blue, what does that represent? I don't really know. Anyway, so there's a compound for us to dig out here. So you sort of do this open cut mine in a way. Alright, landfill. So we filled up the dirt canister totally. I guess we can go cash in that mission. God, this is a cool game. You can play it multiplayer, however, I've been playing this on and off since launch. And its multiplayer just framework has been consistently shit. Like, maybe it's good these days, but I'd be curious if there were early adopters like me that kind of just got put off the idea of playing this multiplayer. Because that was the pitch, that's why we got it, and we spent years just of it being terrible. It could just be me, you know? I wouldn't say I'm bitter and twisted or anything. Retooling. Unlock print and attach boost mod to terrain tool. Okay. So it's a good way to get all this tech. However, research, you'll see, is a very big part of how this game works. This leveling tool also, there's a leveling tool you can get that's attachment that's better than this, what I'm doing. Because this is flat relative to the current curvature. You know anything about circles and that sort of stuff. And the planet is actually a relatively small, like look at the point horizon. It wouldn't take long to get to the horizon. So start thinking about it, the curvature of the planet is actually significant, especially when compared to Earth. Which means if I start flattening this all the way to the horizon, it's going to start ramping off into the sky because it's not following the curvature. Anyway, apparently there is a curvature tool, which I suppose we will try and unlock at some point. But for now, I'm happy just sort of grinding missions. Who knows, this could be a one and done, you know, overview style, Scarlet overview style, but at the same time, I'm kind of embracing playing through more episodes of games at the moment. So, if you want more, let me know. We'll do more episodes. I think we might have got most of the compound out of here. Cool. So we do have a little printer they gave us as a reward. We'll plonk that there. And you can stick this little power bit in here. This UI is so awesome. And then we can have a chat with it. We could make a medium printer. Medium platform. Rover C. Medium printer. Automaton. I don't know if that actually does anything. Scrap? I think that's just like a good that you can package up. Stellar object, cosmic bauble. These all seem to be like Christmas things. Anyway, medium printer. Let's print that up. Because yeah, you can do sort of community missions and that sort of thing, right? Fun, something to actually do, something to work toward, that sort of thing. Okay, so we've got some wreckage here. You see here, this is all just debris, which you can pick up. I think it will pile it. How do you? I mean, shift. Can you shift click? You can shift click, and it puts it into like a debris bundle. Not this bigger stuff. That's something else altogether. But this is a solar panel. We'll put that in my little dude's hands, I think. Can I not pick it up? Oh, battery. Yeah, so I don't know what we do about this big piece of debris, other than just leave it there. We're bringing this home, baby. This will come in very handy. I don't know. I can really attach it to anything at the moment. Can I stick it on the side? No, because it's a solar panel, it's got to be upward facing. However, this battery we can stick on the side. Cool. And then we got this printer. Now this printer is going to need a platform, I think. Yeah, so some of these smaller things like this generate their own platform. But mostly speaking, you need to make platforms to put all this crap on. And you can see this will let us make a platform with resin. So we're going to go for an adventure. We're going to go look for some resin. Resin is yellow. Oh, look, there's so much here. Look at this. I am a resin farmer today. Now the game for a mission wants me to collect 4 resin. We will oblige. Look at that. How quick was that? We're going to need to find some more compound as well. But for the moment, let's print a medium platform. Nice. Alright. Okay. Probably plonk it over here. Plonk. And I could put the medium printer on that. Or you know, it might be just out of range. That's alright. Nice. Let's print another one. Nope. Let's print another one so we can put this solar panel on. Just generate a bit more power, because that's one thing that's going to happen is that we're going to start generating a constant power usage. Consider like research machines. It's something that we're going to come up against shortly. And for it to keep generating the research and processing, it's going to need to draw power. And we have to make sure that our power draw does not outweigh our generation. Alright? So where are we at with this? Retooling, we need to unlock that, which means we need to get to research. Gather compound. Need more compound. Now one thing we should look at is tab. This is how you research. We don't have a rate, however we do have bytes stored from completing missions, but having a rate would certainly help. Let me see. We might already have the tech for large printer. Research chamber is already unlocked, right? So we kind of actually want to fast track that. Medium storage. That'll be handy. Let's do that. I don't think I can change through there. I feel like the research chamber will be printed by this larger printer, which can in turn... No, how do I rotate? C, isn't it? Yeah, there you go. How do you remember these things, Scarlet? I don't know. Research chamber. Right, so essentially we've got a whole tree of things to build from the corresponding printers. And the thing is, we've got a little mini printer on our backpack as well, the smallest level. And that's how we make little filters and tethers and that sort of stuff. And your research, what your research does in turn is unlocks all these things that can be built with the corresponding printer. So that's your sort of gameplay through line. Alright. Do this, just neaten things up. Right. Okay, so research. Research is something worth thinking about doing. And how much, what was it again? 2 compound, 1 resin. Well, we need to find more compound for that mission anyway. Oh, while we're out here, let's have a look at this. So these are like little sort of treasure chests, I guess, that have been added in recent years. I keep saying that because I come back to it intermittently. It's probably been in for years and years now, but to me it's all kind of new. I'm out of tethers as well. So you have to analyze what this thing needs. Maintain desired power input to unlock. So we're going to have to tether up power to the cable plug. However, easier said than done. It depends on what the draw is and for how long. Can we just rig a battery to it? I don't know. Let's find out. Could bring our solar panel out, I guess. Let's see what happens. Yeah? Maintain desired power input to unlock. I mean, it's doing something. But I get the feeling that that might not be enough. That's okay. Do we have the ability to make a generator yet? Small generator for compound. Okay, well let's investigate that. Again, we need to go on an adventure to find compound. Oh, there's some over there. Now we're out of tethers, which is a bit poo. But that's okay. Compound makes tethers. What a banger of a game, though. Now this, like these rocks, I think if you dig them out of the terrain, they will despawn. Maybe. Let's see. Now that it's... Yeah, see, well that one did. Yeah, cool. So that's how you deal with the major embuggerances, I guess. What was I going to do? I was going to make some tethers. I was going to make a generator. I'm going to make a little baby generator. And then I'm going to make some tethers. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some of this organic and bring it... No. Turn off. How do I turn this generator off? F. I thought I pressed F. It didn't register it. So we'll see if this little generator will be enough to jumpstart this treasure chest. Oh, look, it's got the little thing. Ah. I wonder if putting the battery, if we can chain it. Hey, there we go. What have we got in here? Oh, a research sample. Now you can just hold these little small ones. You can delete them immediately for like a quick cache in. But if you take research back home and plug it into an actual research machine, you get much more bang for your buck. It's more efficient, but it's something that, you know, requires investment over time. I think I'm going to need one more resin. For now. There we go. Okay. Let's get a research. Oh, I need another compound. That's okay. So we could go on little mining trips, you know, save us all this back and forth. But for now, I'm not that worried. I'll get a spare. I'll get a spare. And you can get vehicles, fly to other planets. There's a whole bunch of other planets, and got all sorts of environmental issues that you have to deal with along the way, like freezing. That's always bad. And there's certain resources, their rarity is essentially locked behind the planet. So in order to build certain things and certain technologies, you alloy things together. Like there's all sorts of cool stuff you can do, but it's limited by the planet often. And the geolocation as well. So there's certain things, there's minerals in the mines in this planet that we have to go underground for. Pretty cool. Alright, so that's building away. I believe we completed a mission. There we go. I'm not sure what they gave me. Medium storage. Oh, yeah. Plonk that over there. And a medium platform. Mate. It's almost like if I did the mission, I wouldn't have had to build it all myself. That's okay. How cool is this design, though? I talk about sort of clean, often compared to 70s futurism. It's a thing I love to throw around the channel, but this really clean futurism, this obviously isn't that. But I really like this. It's got more curvature to it, and it's low poly. I just find it very beautiful and clean. I'll take this any day, even though I'm a child of the gritty 80s. You know, your dystopic Blade Runner adjacent futurism, that sort of gritty Aliens 80s. I still love this clean stuff from a perspective of like usability and functionality, I suppose. All right, printing up, large platform, large platform. Mate, I'm just collecting crap at this point. Look at this one. Stick this bloke up the back, have a squiz. Also, we keep getting to open presents, and that's always good. Nice. And this can be handy for like putting storage on the wings of like a larger item. In fact, we've just finished that research. It's probably going to want to go right there. Look at that. So, plug this in. And go here. Press button to start research. Well, what you need to do is put a research item in. Why is this generator on all of a sudden? There we go. I think this might be the predicted grid strain. I can't quite remember. I think I figured it out once. But you can see that the research rate there is gangbusters. But what it's predicting is when it gets to there, it's going to drop, perhaps? And that might just be because... You know, we could probably test this, actually. Hey, there you go. Interesting that it hasn't changed to reflect it there, so I don't know what to make of that. Anyway, so that's going to be a lot of research. And if you pull your little research tab up, you can see now we're earning bytes at a rate. Right? Pretty cool. And that's pretty much it. You know, if you want to distill it all down, you go looking for resources, you get more technology, and by doing that, you get research samples. And you get large research samples often in the mines that you have to transport out. So the game doesn't exactly have some strict antagonistic components to it, though it has its difficulty, for sure. Alright, what's going on here? Powerful problems. I'm going to get a small battery, schematic, and a small battery. I did find one earlier. For the moment, I'm happy for it to like just be part of our network and help contribute. See that there? It's generating power. Yeah, okay, so that must be because of the solar, because of the sun coming up. Yeah, I really wonder what happens when it hits there. It's alright. Once I figure it out, I'm sure it'll be straightforward. Oh, it's cool playing this game again. What a treat. Okay, we can get a splitter schematic and power extenders schematic. Honestly, I haven't found a big use in them, but that's not to say that, you know, maybe it just eludes me. Beacon ×2 and we'll get some bites. Beacon has limited help. Essentially, you can't name it. You can recolor it. Let's leave one here. But it does, see this bip? As you get further away, it will get bigger, just like your home base. However, it doesn't necessarily show over the horizon. It's almost line of sight. So, only good for shorter range markings. It's a good way to mark out like where a tunnel might be. If you're currently exploring tunnel networks and that sort of stuff, putting that at the entrance might be helpful. In fact, I've just convinced myself to carry the second one, if only to put one at the entrance and one at the exit. How many tethers do I have left? Not a huge amount. Might just keep that compound with me spare. Right. Active. It looks like I don't have to grab these quests. They just go active automatically. Smelteringly hot. Unlock and print a smelting furnace. We need aluminium, right? So we need to go caving for that. Unlock, make these terrain boost tools, which I could probably just do. Oh, look at this. Gain bytes. Hang on. Unlock, print, and attach boost mod to terrain tool. Let's see. Boost mod. Right, let's investigate this. There you are. Zinc. Okay. Oh, exploring we will have to go for that to happen. Take a bite. Gain more bites. Yeah, that's happening. Here we go, sampling. Find and use research samples 10. We can do that. We can probably do it on the surface. Eyes on lithium. Gather lithium. Same thing. Caving is going to be doing that. And then a light in the distance. Cool. First things first, let's actually make those tethers. As we will go exploring. We could potentially... Ah, let's see. Vehicles. Rover seat. Tractor. See, it requires aluminium to make that. Trailer. Compound aluminium. So vehicles will elude us for a bit. That's okay. Looks like our research just finished. I think that's what that chime was then. You can see no more draw, no nothing. We've got a lot of bytes. Anyway, so the big takeaway now is to go exploring and see these are little research samples here. In fact, you know what? Let's round out on this. So we can hold to scan this for a cache in of bytes. How many bytes we got? 1800. We got 22 for that. Or we can just put it in our inventory and bring it home. Now it's only small. It's going to take up the whole research machine on its own. However, examine. 58 bytes is what we're going to get. We're doing 33 bytes per minute. Yeah, right. Was that 58? It might have been a little bit higher. That's almost triple what we got for caching it in on in the field. So if you can afford to do it, maybe you got a bunch of research machines back home, then it's worth doing it. Cool. Well, there you go, Astroneer. Oh, and of course, when you want to save, you just sit in your little seat. Boop. There he is, little fat boy. And then when you want to get out you come. Emote and all sorts. Cool. Anyway, I think it's on a bit of a discount because of the Base Builder Festival. Go and check it out. It might even be on Game Pass, something like that. It's a pretty prolific game, so, you know, I'm not pretending like I'm bringing some unknown, but maybe you didn't know about this. Maybe you're new to the channel. Hello, welcome. And that's cool, you know. I hope you play this and enjoy it. Otherwise, let me know if you want to see some more. We'll do some more episodes and, you know, we'll go exploring the solar system together. Or we might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.